So this washing soda is very easy to produce. Okay, it's very, very easy. What we have to do, we have to recrystallization. Okay, what we can write here, the recrystallization of sodium carbonate, recrystallization of sodium carbonate, recrystallization of sodium carbonate gives washing soda, gives washing soda. Recrystallization is nothing but what addition of water. Sodium carbonate, when we add 10 molecules of water, that is called what? Recrystallization. We are adding the water. This 10 molecules of water are the fixed water molecules present in the sodium carbonate. Okay, so sodium carbonate, when we add 10 molecules of water, it gives you the washing soda, nothing but Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. And this is called water washing soda. And here we have sodium carbonate plus water, 10 molecules of water. That is called water recrystallization. Recrystallize. I will explain you what is the crystallization means in the next topic. After the washing soda, the next topic is about the crystallization only. So the why this called a crystallization means the water present in the sodium carbonate, the water present, 10 molecules of water present in the sodium carbonate in the form of water crystal. It is present in the form of what? Crystal. Okay, not in the form of liquid. It is present in the form of crystal, nothing but solid form. That is why it is called what? Recrystallization of the sodium carbonate. Okay, and it is one more point you have to remember about this washing soda is what? It is also a with salt. It is also a
basic salt.
basic salt. It is also a basic salt. Washing soda is also a basic salt. Okay, it is also a basic salt. So please remember this washing soda. Washing soda also have more uses. So sodium carbonate, nothing but washing soda. Sodium carbonate, nothing but washing soda. See the sodium carbonate, if they ask like, see, in the exam, they'll ask what is the chemical formula of sodium carbonate. If they ask what is the formula of sodium carbonate crystal, sodium carbonate crystal, then what is the formula you write? Sodium carbonate crystal, Na2CO3 dot
10H2.
10H. That crystal, the crystal is nothing but they are asking to write the water molecules also in the form of crystal. And if they ask only the formula of washing soda, then also it is same formula. Direct question they ask. Suppose sometimes they will ask direct question. What is the chemical formula of washing soda? Then Na2CO3.10H2. Sometimes they will confuse, to make the confuse to the student, they will ask like this. What is the chemical formula of sodium carbonate crystal? So that our formula also what? Sodium carbonate dot 10H2, Na2CO3 dot 10H2. Okay, so here now we will going to learn about the some uses of what? Washing soda. So see the name itself giving you idea that it is used in the washing purpose in the laundry, isn't it? It is used in the laundry for the washing the clothes, but there are many uses are there. The first uses is what? It is used in the for making the glass, soap and paper industry. Okay, so it is used in glass, soap and paper industry. Okay, the first use is they use in the glass, soap and paper industry. Next one, what? It can be used as a cleaning agent. Okay, it is used as a cleaning agent. It is used as a cleaning agent. What is by cleaning agent? Nothing but for washing purpose. Cleaning agent, nothing but what? Washing purpose. We use as a cleaning agent for domestic purpose. Okay, domestic purpose, nothing but for the washing the clothes and all. We are using the washing soda. Okay, for domestic purpose. And what is another point you can write about the third point of the washing soda? It is used for removing the permanent hardness of water. Okay, it is used for removing, permanent hardness of water. Permanent hardness of water. Permanent hardness of water. It is used for removing permanent hardness of water. Permanent hardness. Hardness, nothing but water. You know that there are two types of water we are using. One is called a soft water and another one is called water, hard water. Okay, soft water and hard water, what is the difference? The soft water, like tap water, or we can call as a municipality water or filtered water, we are using in our house for drinking purpose. And the hard water, we are not at all using for the drinking purpose. We may use for the washing purpose, okay, but soft water we can use for drinking, washing, cleaning, cooking, everything. Hard water and soft water difference is what? The soft water, the salt is present less. Salt is present lesser. And what are the hard water? The hard water, the salt is present more. The salt present in the hard water is more, so we cannot use for the drinking purpose as well as the washing purpose. But if you want to use this hard water for the washing purpose, first we have to remove the salt from this hard water. For the removing the salt, what we are using? We are adding
washing soda.
Washing soda.
Washing soda. If you add the washing soda, then we can able to remove the some salt from this hard water and we can able to use for the washing purpose. Okay, hard water, where you will get this hard water? Hard water.
Hard water.
Hard water. And hard water we are not using for the drinking purpose, cooking purpose, washing purpose. If you do not have the soft water, then you can use the hard water for the drinking purpose also, but we have to go for the filtration, nothing but AquaGuard will come. So now the next question they are asking in the textbook, what is that question now? Are the crystals of salt, are the crystals of salts really dry? Really dry? Crystals of salts are really dry. Now example, I'm using the washing soda, correct? We know the washing soda. What is the formula of washing soda? Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. This washing powder you are using in your house. Have you checked washing powder whether it is dry or wet? According to you, if you will check the washing soda or washing powder in your house like Surf Excel, Will Surf, Rim Surf, whether it is a dry or wet?
Dry, sir.
Dry.
Sir.
Exactly correct. It is a dry. But actually it seems to be dry. Okay, it seems to be dry, but actually they are not dry. They are not dry. They contain some water. Okay, that contains some water, and this water contain in the form of what?
Crystals.
Crystals.
In the form of crystal. The water present in the form of crystal. Okay, so we can say that actually the crystals of salt, the salt, it seems to be dry, but they are not dry. Okay, so for that one activity we'll do for checking whether the crystals of salts are really dry or not. For that I required one product that is called what? Copper sulfate crystal. Okay, copper sulfate crystal. So what we have to do here now, in the test tube we have to take the copper sulfate crystal. Okay, and that copper sulfate crystal, what is the color of copper sulfate crystal? You know, copper sulfate crystal. Here I am taking the
Blue.
Copper sulfate crystal. Copper sulfate crystal. And what is the formula of copper sulfate crystal? CuSO4 dot 5H2O. So this is the copper sulfate crystal, this blue color. The copper sulfate crystal, nothing but CuSO4 dot 5H2O, which is the blue color. So when we heat, okay, when we are heating this copper sulfate crystal, when we heat the copper sulfate crystal, that time you will come to know that there is some water will be evaporation. Water will be evaporated. And the color of copper sulfate will change. Copper sulfate color will change. First it is 5H2O, means the blue color. Okay, when we heat this copper sulfate crystal, then this color will change. Okay, this color will change to the white. Why the color will change? Because the water present in the copper sulfate crystal is evaporated. So the color will change. The blue color will change to the white because the water, 5 molecules of water which is present in the copper sulfate crystals is evaporated. It says that that copper sulfate crystal, it seems to be dry, but they are not dry. They are not dry. Okay, they seems to be dry, but actually they are not dry. They contain some water. That water present in the form of water, in the form of
Crystals.
in the form of
Crystals.
yeah, in the form of crystal. So what I am doing here, one activity is copper sulfate crystal. What is the formula of copper sulfate crystal? CuSO4.5H2O. Okay, and what is the color for this? Which is the blue color. Okay, the blue color of copper sulfate crystal. So what happened now when we heat? Okay, when copper sulfate crystal is heated, when the copper sulfate crystal, okay, when the copper sulfate crystal is heated, when the copper sulfate crystal is heated strongly, okay, strongly, what will happen? Tell me, what will happen? It lose. What it lose? It lose all the waters. It lose all the water of crystallization. It use all the water of crystallization and form. What did it form? Anhydrous copper sulfate. Anhydrous copper sulfate. What is the color of this anhydrous copper sulfate? White colors. So example of here, reaction I write here, CuSO4.5H2O, which is a blue color. Okay, when we heat strongly, you will get copper sulfate. This anhydrous copper sulfate you will get. That is called what? Anhydrous copper sulfate. Anhydrous copper sulfate. And what will get? Can you say what is the plus? Plus don't
5H2O.
Yes, 5H2O, whatever, see here. This 5H2O, no, that is water is evaporated. So that only will get here, plus 5H2O. So this is called a copper sulfate crystal. What is the color of copper sulfate crystal? Blue color. Blue color. And what is the color of anhydrous copper sulfate?
White.
White colors. Okay, white colors. So here the blue color of copper sulfate crystal will changes to the white because of the formation of what? Anhydrous copper sulfate. So now what is the answer for you? Whether the crystals of salt are dry?
No, sir.
No. So what? That is the crystals of salts are not dry. They seems to be dry, but that contain what? That contain water of
Water in the form of crystals.
yeah. So here what I can write, crystals of salt, any salt, the crystals of salt which seems to be dry, which seems to be dry, but that contain what? They contain water of crystallization. That contain the water of crystallization. It means the water present in the form of crystal. The fixed water molecules are present in the form of crystal. I'll give you, see the definition of water of crystallization. What is mean by water of crystallization? Water of crystallization, sometimes they ask in the exam. So you have to remember, water of crystallization, nothing but water, the fixed number of water molecules. Okay. Water of crystallization, nothing but water, a fixed number of water molecules. A fixed number of water molecules are present. A fixed number of water molecules are present in one formula unit of salt. In one formula unit of salt. Okay. That one you should remember. Water of crystallization, nothing but what, see here, they given that that fixed number of water molecules. Fixed number of water molecules. See here, 5H2O. In this copper sulfate crystal, the water molecules are present. There is how much water molecules are present? There is a 5 molecules of water. That is called a fixed number. The fixed number will not change. There is a 5 water molecules are present in one formula. There is one formula unit of copper sulfate. There is a one formula unit of copper sulfate. See, I'll give you one example. So here I'll just give you some of the examples of what crystals of salt. Okay, crystals of salt. They actually seems to be dry, but they are not dry. That water is contained in the form of crystallization. An example, if you want right now, your first example, or CuSO4.5H2O. So in this, the water molecules are present, the 5 water molecules. So what I can write here, 5 water molecules. 5 water molecules are present in one formula unit of what? One formula unit of
Copper sulfate.
Yes, one formula unit of copper sulfate. One formula unit of copper sulfate. Correct. Suppose now example, if you want to write this one, Na2CO3.10H2O. Then how you will write?
10 water molecules
Yeah,
are
instead
present
of 5,
in
we'll
one
write 10,
formula
sir.
unit of
Yeah,
sodium carbonate.
sodium carbonate, exactly correct. Yes, 10 water molecules. 10 water molecules are present in one formula unit of, what will you write? One formula unit of?
Sodium carbonate.
Sodium carbonate.
Yes, exactly correct. Sodium carbonate you have to write here. Sodium carbonate. Similarly, if you want to write the third one example, now here we have CaSO4.2H2O. Okay. This is the name is what? Gypsum. So how to write this?
A unit of calcium sulfate.
Calcium sulfate, exactly correct. 2 water molecules. 2 water molecules are present in one formula unit of CaSO4 means calcium sulfate. Correct answer, very nice. Now what is the fourth one is what here? FeSO4. FeSO4.7H2O. This answer you only should write. Paris. You know the plaster of Paris? POP. What is the chemical formula of the plaster of Paris?
CaSO4.half-H2O.
CaSO4.half-H2O will come. Half H2O. And this is called, another name is there, what? Calcium sulfate. Say calcium sulfate. Half H2O. What do you write? Half H2O.
The hemi.
Hemihydrate.
Hemihide.
Correct answer. Very good. Calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Exactly correct. Calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Hemi means half water molecules. So the calcium, that is a CaSO4 dot half H2 is called a plaster of Paris. Okay, if you want to produce the plaster of Paris, then we require the gypsum. Okay, so the plaster of Paris is obtained from the gypsum. Please remember, the plaster of Paris is prepared from gypsum, from the gypsum. So what is that here? If we heat the gypsum, at the temperature 373 Kelvin, if we heat the temperature gypsum, if you heat the gypsum at the temperature 373 Kelvin, then it will give you the plaster of Paris. Okay, example now here, see the gypsum formula, you know, gypsum formula was CaSO4 dot 2H2O. Okay, so when we heat the gypsum at the temperature, what temperature? 373 Kelvin. If we heat the gypsum at the temperature 373 Kelvin, then to give you the plaster of Paris. What is the formula of plaster of Paris? CaSO4 dot half H2O. It gives the plaster of Paris. So see that here what I should write? Plus, because here CaSO4 dot 2H2O. Here we have the 2H2O.
Sir,
This-
1.5 H2.
Yeah, this 2H2O is now came to the half H2O. So how much water molecules now left over?
1.5.
1.5, correct. So here will come your 1.5 H2O. That is the correct here. So this is what is very simple answer. If you want to prepare the plaster of Paris, you require what? Gypsum. Gypsum is required. So what I can write here? Plaster of Paris is obtained, or it is prepared by heating gypsum. By heating gypsum at what temperature? To a temperature of 373 Kelvin, or you can write 100 degrees Celsius. It loses, what it loses? It loses 3/4 of water of crystallization. 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 3/4 of water of crystallization, and forms what? Plaster of Paris, and form the plaster of Paris. It's very simple and one of the most common question in your exam. Plaster of Paris. Plaster of Paris is obtained by heating the gypsum at the temperature 373 Kelvin. Then the 3/4 of the water crystallization will be evaporated. Okay, and how you will obtain the gypsum now? Gypsum, how you can obtain gypsum? So gypsum, how you will get, how to prepare the gypsum? Gypsum preparation is very easy. What is the chemical formula of gypsum? The chemical formula of gypsum is CaSO4 dot 2H2O. What is the gypsum formula? CaSO4 dot 2H2O. Okay. If you want to obtain the gypsum, then it's very easy. What we have to do, we require the plaster of Paris. So the plaster of Paris, if you add the water, okay, if you add the water in the plaster of Paris, then it become water gypsum. Okay, so if you like, you can write like this: plaster of Paris is a white powder. Plaster of Paris is a white powder on mixing with water. On mixing with water, it changes to what? It changes to gypsum. It changes to gypsum, okay, which is a hard solid mass. So here I can write plaster of Paris. There is CaSO4 dot half H2O plus 1.5 H2O we have to add. Okay, so this is the plaster of Paris formula, plaster of Paris plus water molecules. Okay, is a white powder. See what is called statement here. Plaster of Paris is a white powder. On mixing with water, okay, on mixing with water, you will get water CaSO4 dot 2H2O. That is the gypsum. And the gypsum is the hard solid substance, okay, which is the hard solid mass. Hard solid mass. So now next one is the uses. What are the uses of plaster of Paris? What are the uses of plaster of Paris? So this everybody know that what are the uses of plaster of Paris? First, it is used by the doctors. For what purpose it is used by the doctors? It is used by the doctors. Tell me, it is used by the doctors for what purpose? For joining?
Fractured bones.
Bones.
Yeah, fractured bones, correct. Fractured bones. Second one, what is the second point you can write? This POP, plaster of Paris, is also used for the designing on the ceiling of the house. Okay, it is also used for designing the ceiling of our house. It is used for making design. It is used for making design on the ceiling of houses and other buildings. Okay, that is also we can say that. And what is another use?
We can make statues.
Okay, statues, toys. Okay, so plaster of Paris, it is used in making statue and toys. Okay, toys, statue, etc. Okay, next, any other use? Okay, this much is enough. Plaster of Paris, it is used for the, it is used by the doctor for joining the fractured bones. It is used for making the design on the ceiling of houses. And it is used in making the toys and a statue.